Former Louisville guard Chris Jones is facing serious charges days after being dismissed from the team.
Hundreds of people in Powell County are still without water. They'll soon be able to come pick some up.
Some of us still seeing some sunshine out there, but the clouds are on their way. Maybe even a few flakes. I'll show you what you can expect out of this, and also that cold air overnight and into tomorrow morning. That's all coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT News. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. It's another chilly day in the bluegrass, and we'll see some flakes flying around from time to time.
Sunshine returning as we head toward the weekend, but the cold air is going to stick around a couple of days before finally a warm-up. Let's go to WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris live in our First Alert Weather Center with a look at all these changes.
Yeah, you know, we had a lot of sunshine just a couple of hours ago, or really an hour ago. Some of us still dealing with those sunny skies, but now the clouds are rolling on in, just as we discussed this morning, how we have another system to the north of us that will impact our region one way or another. And that one way right now is actually with the clouds. Down toward the south and southeast, we're actually seeing some sunshine in some locations. And look, this stuff is kind of falling apart. I don't expect much out of this. I haven't expected much out of this. Temperatures there in the upper 20s, lower 30s. We even have a 35-degree reading in London, Corbin area, and that goes for Jackson too. That's a nice little warm up, isn't it? Today's forecast will be there in the 30s for all. Now, there will be a few flakes here and there. I still don't expect much out of that. I think the accumulating snow is all over with, but heads up for that. The light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm focused in on, but we got to go through a bump in the road the next couple of days, and I'll show you all that coming up.
All right, Micah, thank you. 14 Kentucky counties are still dealing with water shortages this midday after last week's brutal storm. 1,000 customers in Powell County have been out of service for almost a week now. Emergency managers say truckloads of drinking water should arrive this afternoon. WKYT's Victor Puente continues our top story weather coverage from Stanton.
In just a few hours, thousands of gallons of water will be distributed from the park behind me. That's good news to the hundreds of people here who are dealing with water outages. The problems began last week with burst pipes and people running water to keep pipes from freezing. As more frozen pipes thawed, the number of leaks increased and the reserves of the Stanton Water District ran out. They're currently supplying water inside the city limits, but beyond that have had to institute rolling outages in an effort to refill those tanks. There are about 1,000 customers dealing with that. The state's Emergency Operations Center is sending 200,000 gallons of water for the city to hand out to its customers. It's expected to get here around 2 and will be distributed at Lions Club Park, along with several other county offices and some businesses. Some people living out in the county have been upset that the city still has water, but county officials say the way the system is designed, they can't refill the tanks if they cut water to the city.
Stanton Water's advised that they can't pump simultaneously to every region of their district without endangering the supply to the county as a whole. So one area is getting pumped while the others are turned off.
The people in charge of the water company here are asking their customers to conserve as much water as they can. They say one issue they have is when they turn on water to an area, people begin doing laundry and taking showers. They're asking their customers to hold off on that if they can, unless it's absolutely necessary. In Powell County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. And folks in Estill County are still on day 4 of a countywide boil water advisory and critical water shortage. Right now, there are an estimated number of customers without water and many more experiencing low water pressure. Those who are out of water can pick up some at the Estill County Fair Barn until 9 o'clock tonight. Students in some eastern Kentucky counties have had more snow days than school days in 2015. The Letcher County school superintendent said they were in classes just 4 days this month. Now, both Letcher and Perry County schools have canceled spring break to be used as makeup days. According to their Facebook pages, Knox and Harlan County schools have also canceled spring break. And even with taking away this week, their last day of school will be in early June at the earliest.
Much of the entire South is shivering under another powerful blast of snow, sleet, and ice. It is the third big winter storm in less than 2 weeks in the region. More than 200,000 utility customers are without power this afternoon. Benita Nair is in Durham, North Carolina with the latest.
The storm is making it hard for just about anything to stay on these southern roads, sidelining trucks, spinning tires, and overturning cars. Plows in North Carolina are pushing their way through the mess, clearing aside the cold slush.
We're anticipating a very, very tough storm.
State troopers responded to nearly 3,000 accidents in 36 hours. And on Wednesday, Governor Pat McCrory urged people to stay at home.
All of the state could see hazardous driving conditions.
Fog, rain, snow, and freezing temperatures created these treacherous conditions in northern Georgia Wednesday. 2 cars collided with a semi, bringing traffic to a crawl. Low visibility plagued Tennessee roads, with snow accumulating at up to 2 inches an hour. Drivers in Texas made their way through the accumulation, where a bus carrying 3 people landed on its side after hitting ice. Luckily, everyone was okay. Across the state of North Carolina, all of the schools are either closed or delayed. In terms of the cleanup from this massive scene that you can see behind me, there are some estimates, although they might be a bit conservative. Right now, they are saying 2,000 people and about 13,000 tons of salt. Vanita Nair, CBS News, Durham, North Carolina.
Doesn't look like the Carolinas. Virginia state police troopers say they have responded to more than 200 weather-related accidents during this latest winter storm. And remember, you can help track the snow even if you're away from your TV. And going into spring, same thing. At WKYT.com, check out the First Alert Defender anytime. Zoom right up into your neighborhood or community. And you can also download the WKYT app for your iPad or your smartphone. That will connect you to all of our weather tools, including live radar.
Turning to other news now, former University of Louisville basketball player Chris Jones faced a judge this morning. He pleaded not guilty to rape and sodomy charges in an incident stemming from last weekend. Jones has since been dismissed from the team. WKYT's Rebecca Smith is at the live desk now with the very latest. Rebecca?
Chris Jones is on house arrest after turning himself in this morning. He was dismissed from the University of Louisville basketball team on Sunday. That is one day after he was reinstated from an earlier suspension for sending a threatening text message to a woman police say he'd been in a relationship with. Now, separate from this texting incident, it's 2 other women who are involved in these rape and sodomy allegations, according to the University of Louisville Police Department. One of Jones' attorneys requested in court that the U of L be ordered to save video surveillance tape, saying they will show Jones is innocent. Now, the University Police Department confirms it is looking into some kind of video. There could also be video from Cardinal Town. That's an off-campus apartment complex where this incident allegedly occurred on Saturday night. University police identified the accusers as 2 female students, one at U of L, another is an online student at Western Kentucky University. There are 2 other men who have also been charged in connection with this incident. Their names, Jalen Tilford and Tavon Walker. Jones is due back in court on March 9th. At the live desk, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
Rebecca, thank you. The University of Louisville held a news conference this morning and said student athletes are expected to uphold certain standards, including the treatment of others. A Kentucky teenager at the center of a nationwide manhunt got to make his case on national television. Yesterday's episode of Dr. Phil featured a one-on-one interview with Dalton Hayes. He and his 13-year-old girlfriend, Cheyenne Phillips, went on the run from Grayson County last month. They were found nearly 2 weeks later in Florida. Hayes says he wants people to know that he did not run off with Phillips to hurt her. He says he did it to keep her safe.
Because not only then did I love her, but today I still love her. I want people to know that I didn't do it against her will. I did not force her to leave. She's the one who said that she was running, and I could not let her go by herself.
Hayes' attorney was present with him during the interview. He advised his client on several occasions not to answer Dr. Phil's questions, advice that Hayes often ignored. Hayes has pleaded not guilty to a string of charges, including burglary and second-degree rape.
In Frankfort, the Kentucky House has passed a bill aimed at toughening Kentucky's DUI laws. Convicted drunk drivers would have to install what are called ignition interlock devices on their vehicles. Those basically stop the car from starting by using a breathalyzer. The measure will now head over to the state Senate. Well, you've probably heard of children reading to dogs as a form of therapy.
But what if we told you that there were here in Kentucky an instance where a man's best friend is doing the reading? A Louisville woman actually trains dogs to read. Maureen Ward uses a combination of verbal commands and hand signals to train the dogs to recognize letters. She shows the dogs a card and they respond with an action for the word. Ward says they learn much like humans.
Same thing with basically taking your letters and spelling them out and being able to say, okay, my SP is my spin, where my S is just my sit.
Ward says she can teach any dog to read in just 4 weeks.
Well, it shows how talented she is and how smart those dogs are, right?
Pull out those cards and start trying with your own dog at home.
There you go.